How is it going, guys? Welcome to episode 1 of Rags to Riches on Farming Simulator 25. We're going to be starting, obviously, with just this tractor, old 1960s John Deere, just under $100,000, and just one plot of land. I really think the goal for this series is, I want to make it into a little cattle empire. I've always had an interest in that. So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so I think the first order of business is going to be making this first plot of land. So first we're going to need a plow. So let's go into vehicles, plows, and I've already kind of looked at this little blue one right here. It has 5 rows. I think it has probably the best bang for the buck out of all the options we have, so I think I'll end up going with this one right here. Alright, I think that will be a very useful tool that we'll end up using a lot on this series, so let's go pick it up. Alright, I'm at the shop. Let's get this thing, head on home and make our first field. This definitely looks a lot bigger than I thought it would be. It looks pretty decent though. I think we shouldn't have any problem pulling it, hopefully. So let's find out. Alright, while we're on the way home here, I want to discuss the rules we have for this. It's really only 2 rules that I can think of right now. First one is no leasing. I'm not a fan of it. I don't really like it at all. So yeah. And then the second is I'm allowed to hire AI workers. Some of these jobs are just take too long, too time consuming, and I think it's just I'm willing to pay for an AI worker to do most of the jobs that I'm going to have to do. Alright, I'm liking this spot down here, right on the border of my property. I think I'm just gonna start making the field right here. I can just set this up, get aligned, place it down, and yeah, we'll start plowing. Alright, so this field is pretty much done. Just gotta do these last few rows here. And one thing, I didn't realize how steep this hill was, so I can only go downhill on it. Which is a bit of a pain, but it's whatever. Alright, I'm on this last strip here. This took a lot longer than expected, I will say. It took 1-2 hours, which honestly for a field this small is very surprising. I think it was mostly just because I really didn't think about going just downhill until about halfway through, so that really slowed me down a lot. Another thing, I did originally make this field too big with the outline, so I'm only doing about half that, and then maybe in the future when we get better equipment and we're able to have a field very big, we'll expand it, but for now I think we'll just stick with the size that I'm at right now. So yeah, I just gotta do this one last little strip here and then we're done. Alright, so right here you guys can see the struggle of going uphill. on this field, which might be a little annoying at some times, but I think as long as we just go downhill the whole time, it shouldn't be too big of a problem in the future, but it is a bit annoying. So I wish I had thought of that before I bought this plot, but it's whatever. You guys can also see here that this field isn't perfect, but it will work. The field has been created, which really, in my eyes, that's all that matters. So yeah, I mean, it should work out very good in the future. Alright, so I'm done fixing my mistakes where I went too far over here, but I went too far when I was plowing, so now I'm too close to the line to where now I can't fix my mistakes over there, which is, in my opinion, it's very annoying, but it's whatever, it'll have to do. Alright, so now it's time for the cultivator and the planter, or the seeder, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so I'm looking at this cultivator right here, and it does have a planter built into it with this modification, which I think is going to be very, very useful. So I think I'll probably end up getting this guy right here, unless I can find anything else. So yeah. Alright, now I gotta go pick this guy up. Shouldn't take too long. Thankfully, the shop isn't too far away from my current field, so it's not too much of a trek to make. But it is still a little bit of a drive, which I'm not complaining, because it's only about 5 minutes there and back, so obviously not bad in any regards. Alright, I'm pulling into the shop here for a first look at this thing, and he looks pretty good. It is pretty big though, so might have to hopefully it doesn't weigh us down. Oh, and alright, we'll have to make some modifications to fix this. Alright, it's the next morning here on the Cattle Empire. I did end up getting a 1.2 ton weight, I think it was. So let's get to the cultivating and the planting. I think this year we're gonna do some wheat, because I do like I like how it sells, and I also like to make bales. But before anything, I'm gonna grab this plow right here, and then I'm gonna go fix up some parts in the field that look a bit wonky, like this top left corner right here. As you can see, it looks very, very awkward, which I think in the long run, it's just better to fix it now. Alright, so I was having a bit of trouble doing that. Don't ask me why. I know it's not a great look, but I think I got it figured out now. Yep. Alright, so now that we have that done, we are on to the cultivating and the planting. Alright, so I was having a bit of trouble getting that started with the cultivating and the planting at the same time. So I'm just going to let the AI take over, do its work. Which makes things a lot easier, because now I can look at what's going to go ahead in the future. Think about maybe making some grass bales or hay bales. So yeah, I'm looking at the mowers now to mow the grass, obviously, and they have a pretty good selection, and it's not too expensive. So this could be a good way of making money, just doing this. And then actually, instead of doing a grass bale or a hay bale early on, I could do get a forage trailer. But that we're getting too ahead of ourselves here. That's probably next episode. But look at this. I like the look of this. It's not too expensive. So let's check up on this AI worker, and see, this is the problem I was having. Going uphill, probably just, yeah, I'm gonna have to end up deactivating her and then just taking her around myself.
I was late again, dust on my knees. Tracked the red clay trail past the cedar trees. Slid in the back pew, nodded my head, hope grace might cover what I left unsaid. Bulletin folded like a paper dove. I ain't perfect, but I'm learning love. If mercy's a river, I'm waiting.
Alrighty guys, I think that should do it for today's episode. Make sure you guys subscribe. Stay tuned in so you can see episode 2. Anyway, I hope you guys all have a great day. So peace out.